one definite memorable experience was my host dad was doing basic training in Georgia at the time, and Caroline was pregnant with her third baby, and so we had a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, I think. And we decided to do, well, Caroline decided we'd do a road trip from Philadelphia, which is where we lived, down to Georgia. But she decided to make it extra long so that I would tick off more states on my list because I was trying to get to all 50. So I think in that road trip alone, we crossed off 7 states, which was pretty impressive with 2 toddlers. I mean, there's lots of little cultural, like specific like Philadelphia cultural things. Like I'm always craving a cheesesteak and wanting to go to a Phillies game. But I think a big one that isn't necessarily just down to the au pair experience, but just moving away as a whole, is I've now become so much better at keeping in contact with everyone. Like before, I mean, I was living at home, didn't really have that experience. Once I moved away, I realised how nice it is to keep in contact. Sushi, first of all, I became obsessed with sushi, and now I want it all the time, and we don't have it in England like we do in America. But also spicy food. Now I'm not going to say I can now eat spicy food because I'm not, but I can definitely have a lot more spicier food than I did when I first got there. And that was down to my host parents. They were like, you will try it and you will like it. Exponentially. Before I left, I went straight from high school to America. So I went from a child to an adult overnight. And there was so much. I was like relatively shy and quiet when I first went over there, and I wouldn't even make a phone call myself. Now I've left, I mean, like, I think everyone that's met me is like, wow, you've got such a big personality. That is all down to my experience in America. I mean, yeah, I changed so much for the better and learned so much about myself and confident, independent, and adventurous. I would say just have an open mind. Don't go into it very black and white. Like, I would have never chosen Philadelphia, and I had the most incredible experience there. That is now my second home and always will be. And so just go into it, have a rough idea of what you want, and then it will, whatever's meant to be will be. That is so cheesy, but it is so true. 100%.